Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Like parents across the country, I've been more involved in the education of my two children, one at primary and one at secondary, than at any other time. I saw how the schools did their best, making the transition to home learning. The workload increase on teachers who had to teach face-to-face and support children learning from home. Schools being given woeful provision for those who didn't have equipment for home learning. Even those children who had everything at home, like mine, I could see how big the gap was, with deficiencies of people like me trying to recall how to do quadratic equations or explaining what an adverbial is. Don't ask, I still don't know. Our children falling behind the interconnected world where knowledge and skills are the key to the future is just not acceptable. So when the government announced just £1.4 billion in catch-up funding, I was appalled, not just as an MP, but as a parent. And as a parent, an MP, I want to know what reason the government had for blocking Sir Kevin Collins' proposal for our children's education, and what assessment the Chancellor made of those proposals. I want to know why the government is delivering what's needed, and in fact, why we're not delivering a world-class catch-up programme. Instead, the government's measly tutoring offering amounts to less than £1 per day children were out of school over the pandemic. Meanwhile, ministers are throwing more taxpayers' money at a failed tutoring programme, which is reaching just 1% of pupils, and which schools have said, to me, is difficult to use. In Leeds, we're already seeing a huge educational gap appear, and as Councillor Pratt, our executive member for Education Leeds, said, even before COVID, there's a huge gap between disadvantaged pupils and those who are better off. Some of that is kids who have educational care and health needs plans, and some are kids in poor quality housing, having parents with working 2 jobs, and they don't have the same opportunities to help them all the time. So I want to ask the government today, where are the breakfast clubs and new enrichment activities for every child? Where is the quality mental health support in every school? Where is the funding for small group tutoring for all those who need it, not just 1% of pupils? Where is the continuity development for teachers who've had the most difficult year in the living memory of schools? What about an education recovery premium, supporting every child to reach their potential? The government also needs to fulfil the promise the Prime Minister made to Marcus Rashford to ensure no child goes hungry. Under a Labour government, no child went hungry. By extending free school meals over the holidays, including the summer break, they would not go hungry again. Our early years staff worked all the way through and without protection. Where is the package to support early years, which has been starved of funding for years? The government must now commit to funding a proper programme with the measures that we're putting forward today and not fail a whole generation of our country's children. Thank you.